Good morning, guys. So it's been forever, at least 3 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry, since I did a video. I've had so much going on. I've had family problems. I've had kid problems, sick kids, kids' birthdays, working my ass off, my volunteering. It's just been phenomenally busy. And truth be told, I've also been fairly sunk into the actual stitching and making and stuff like that. Hey, Holdall, I'm making a video, so off you go, bub. And it's on school holidays too, so there's my youngest cherub behind me, my Holly Dolly. Go play, bub. Okay. So I haven't done a video either because I don't feel like I have much to talk about. The weather's got really cold too here, or what I would consider really cold, so I've stopped swimming, which I guess has given me more time to cross stitch, but I am hoping to buy a wetsuit and try swimming with that, and hopefully I won't freeze my lady balls off. Yeah, nice. So, I did finish my zombie nurse. I don't have it to show you because she's still at the framers, but I'm really excited for how she's going to look. I've even got velvet mat board in there, so it's only the little bit, so but it's still cool. Velvet mat board is a thing. That's cool. I did get 2 others framed, and I might actually, one memento, get them down for you. I'll never get them back up, but you know, such is life. Alright. So I got 2. Don't be put off by their size because they were damned expensive to frame for their size, but look! So that's my little mini rainbow unicorn from Sugarfield. That one. So the pink around it is the fabric. You see? It's turned out really rad. So that's him. And I also got... It's another Sugarfield. Can you tell I like Sugarfield? Yeah. My mini raw. So this is one that one of my friend bloggers also did. Carla. Alaskan Wolfpack. So she's done this one too. And like me, she found the background is stitched. You see? Background is stitched. So she found it a little overwhelming too. But she and I don't think really like big solid blocks of colour. But I do appreciate the effect I got with it, so it was worth it. So I had someone, oh, I'm running over receipts. I had someone ask me about what glass I use. They're so expensive because I found the most expensive glasses are the archival glasses that are similar to the ones that are used, or are the same kind of glass that are used in museums to protect the artwork behind it, and the non-reflective glass. So in the instances since my first framing, I now use the same stuff that they use in museums because I would rather protect the work really well behind it from fading and all that sort of thing, and have a clarity too. Like, it's really cool, this framing shop. They've actually got a little frame and it's got all the different glasses in, and this clarity one, keeps the colour of the work true. I didn't realise that some glasses can actually make it look a bit duller and that sort of thing, so I went for the best glass I could get, and it costs, but it's worth it, right? So I've got this great idea that I'm going to build up all these cross stitches and have an exhibition. So far I have, including the nurse when she comes in, 4. Yeah, I'm a long way off getting any more done, and my 2 work in progresses is a Sal and one that's over 1/2 metre tall. Woo! Could be a while, maybe 2 years, which sucks because I have to approach the artists and ask and talk about, you know, whether I can sell the finished piece, and I was hoping that that would be a form of income for me too, because whilst the needle minders and the patterns are really great, paying for the framing and that sort of thing would be really good too, and clearing room on the walls for more pieces. So yeah, and the exhibition too though would be really good because I want to get the exposure and change the way people think about cross stitch. So even the framers, they were like, oh, these are really cool. Like, I thought cross-stitching was a granny craft, no offense, but I thought it was a granny craft and it's not, and that's really cool. And I was like, yeah, changing the way you guys think. It is not a granny craft, it is badass. That's what it is. So these guys, like, they're loving it. Every time they come in, they're like, what have you got? What are we doing? And they're inspirational. I don't think I have a card on this. My husband would call it a pigsty, but I call it an organised mess, a creative person's mess. Yeah, I don't know. But next time I'll give them a hoy. So, I've done that. I'm going to swap over to needle minders for a little bit because I got... Sorry, oh my goodness. Pardon me while I blow my nose. Oh, I hope that wasn't in the shot. My nose hates me at the moment. So, I've got some new designs, so I want to show them off. So, I've got zombie heads, arg, grr, arg, So I can do this style in a different sort of shade if you want, so there are those options. If you want a blue zombie, let me know. Or a green zombie, can do that too. I was actually thinking about giving them to my husband to have a crack at painting because he does Warhammer 40k. We are massive nerds and I am proud of it. So he does that sort of painting, so he does really fine detail, so I thought it would be cool to give him one of these and go, show me what you can do. Thought that would be rad. So I've got that one, vampire skull. Sort of reminds me of Underworld. They seem to get shot a lot in the head. But yeah, so zombies. I like these. These are so retro. The bite me's. These remind me of, what's that one? The Rocky Horror Show? Yeah. Oh, that's what those ones make me think of. What else have we got? See you on the other side. Those. These are cool. Medusa. They're rad. Oh, and then I've got, which way up do these go? That's right. No regrets. But I really like the way the hands came out on this piece. I thought they were pretty cool. The best part of it too is that every one of them is unique because I do a layering effect, and so every set of hands comes out a bit different, which is cool. So, work in progresses. Okay. Let me just slide that down. So I'm still working on the Fire and Imbecile, which is a Maquenda piece. You can see in there, there's a Tootsie. So I don't know if I talked about this in the last video, but I didn't get to work on this for about 3 weeks, and I left it near a window. Worst decision I've ever made. So it sat there, getting exposed to the sun, and the sun was so strong that it changed the colour of my DMC. It faded them out a bit, and it even faded out my fabric a little. Holy shit, I am flipping out over this because I can see the difference. Nobody else can. I've gone to literally everyone that's walked through this house and gone, can you see a difference? No, there's a difference. Look, this is the same colour and it's different. One looks slightly off black and this one's black, not slightly off. So I've been flipping because I can see it, and this is a 2-year friggin' project, and previously you can see in the background the hook. I used to hang these up and it gets the sun. Now, allow me to show you also what the sun is capable of doing in this country, and particularly this city. Because this is useless now, I might as well throw this away. This is my colour wheel. Yeah, all that funny pinky looking colour, that was black. It has destroyed my colour wheel as well. Eaten it alive. So, holy crap. So, yeah, I am going to hide my work now behind a desk so that they don't get any sun. And my mum is working on something for me at the moment, so I'm hoping that I'll have something to show you in one of the future blogs about how I'm going to deal with the thing. I mean, DMC has taken a flogging in this one, so Anyway, I decided that now that the nurse is done, I'm really excited to do a new start. I was going to do a Danielle Blatchford piece, but I ended up falling in love with Octavia's time-travelling ferret, and I had the perfect fabric for it, so hell yeah, I'm going to do it. So I kitted it all up before I finished the zombie nurse, got it ready to go, stuck the fabric on the frame, measured again, measured again, measured again, measured again. Why is my fabric not big enough? What's going on here? I had about 1.5 inch gap on each side. That sounds reasonable, but I like around 3. I like 2 to 3 inches. Yeah. Well done, Jodie. I had 2 pieces of identical fabric, identical count, different size. Oh. Yeah, so I spent a good half hour, and I still have it because I was like, screw this, and I am not undoing this. So there's the one I accidentally did, and I'm just going to leave it on the frame, and I am bloody well going to find something that I can stitch it on, but it irritates me because this is my brand new frame. I've never seen one like this before, and I was really excited to give it a whirl. See, it's a bit different. It's got the screws on the side, not on the top. So I was thinking I might be less likely to catch my threads when I'm stitching near the edge. And they tighten, so the scroll frame goes inside that end bit. And I thought I'd get really good tension that way, so because the more you twist, the tighter it gets too, which was really cool. So yeah, and that's how. So on my Fire and Ember, I went through a very small phase of fixing my fabric to the frame by sewing. Fire and Ember is cactus because it doesn't matter how well you sew it onto that fabric, onto that little dingle dangle that hangs off them, it's going to pull. And I don't want to do Q-snaps because you can't move them around. Like, you have to undo them and shift, and I like scrolling up, scrolling down. Like, I need more maneuverability, so I've sacrificed some form of tension for more maneuverability. So I went through that phase. Fire and Ember, I'm going to lose probably about 1/2 inch on the top because it's warped really terribly. So I've gone back to the tape method, and it's called frog tape. I did have the pack. Yep, I've got it. I should really be more prepared than this. You're seeing way too much of my butt, so I apologise. It's called frog tape. And it's actually, I used it for all my renovating, so I lined it before I painted. And they say, on the thing, keeps paint out, keeps lines sharp, multi-surface frog tape. I swear it said somewhere on there that it would stick to literally anything. Oh yeah, the only tape treated with paint block, seals tape edges. I don't know what that means, but it did do what it said. And it was amazing, and it did literally do a really good job as opposed to masking tape. It did a better job than masking tape. Oh, yeah, just dropped it everywhere. Off you go, please, bub. No, I'm doing my video, bub. Yes, I see. Very pretty. Yeah, butterflies. So, this is, I'm going to have to actually, it's so big. I think it's my biggest one yet. Right, so here's Octavius in all his delicious glory. So we've got, that's part of a smoke ring, and the feathers, and the beginnings of his hat. And then it keeps going and going, so it's really long. It is, off the top of my head, 40 something centimeters wide by 56-ish centimeters high. So it's massive. It's cool though. Like, it's really rad. And I've used an under the sea fabric, lapis. I think that's how you say it. So it's a really nice sort of bluey purple fabric, really pretty, nice texture, 18 count, so it should come out really cool. I've done, the feather had a lot of confetti in it, so it was a bit of a pain. The smoke rings have a fair few similar colours in, but it blends really well and it's given me a really nice effect. And now that I'm in the hat, there's not as much confetti, so I'm pretty happy that I've been like confetti, 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 now I get a break. So it's good to have that mix up because confetti can get a bit intense after a while, so I like having some gaps. So yeah, so I'm also going to show you, oops, this one. So this is, I don't know if I've showed you this. It's hard, it's actually a really poopy angle, but can you see how it, there we go. So this is a golden kraken. Hallelujah! And I currently have the only one. La-di-da. So I gave this a go, and it's a beautiful finish. They look really cool. And I was like, these are way too special. Like, these are super special. So I have to do something equally special with them. So these guys, not just krakens, but any design you can get in the Needle Minder Club, you will get a gold version of it at the end. So whether you're picking a kraken or a Jabberwocky or a heart or a rib cage or any of those ones that you can subscribe to as a club, you get a gold version of it at the end. And these are only going to be made for special occasions, special giveaways. They're special. They're exclusive kind of things. So it's really cool. So if you want and you love the blingy and the sparkle, yeah, there it goes, as much as I do, that's how you get your hands on them. You, oh, kids are fighting. Yeah, that's how you get your hands on them. You gotta go for the class.